Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 2. We are in the epilogue of the game and we are now in the dormitory about to head out into Trista for a last free day. We've got 5 quests to do, which 2 of them are mandatory.
Right.
Let's quickly go to that list, which is Race to the End and Class Warfare. So I think the class warfare one we want to save till the end, but on the other hand, the race to end all races is the one that's more isolated than the rest. Because for this one we need to go to the engineering building, which is very easy to avoid. Class warfare is making us go to the academy field, so it's a chance to trigger that. So let's just save both of them till the end. Let's first do, of course, Junk Wanted, Let's Talk to Trista, and Anger Management. And of course, any potential hidden quests we might find by talking to everyone in town. And then we'll see which one we will accidentally trigger. Because if we don't trigger Class Warfare, then we can decide which one of the 2 we want to do first. And I think this one might be the difficult one of the 2. Because this is a race. If it's a race like any other, I think most of them I've won right with the first try, so I don't fear any of that unless I need to shift gears or something during the race, but I doubt that. Alright, let's look over the dormitory. I'm sure that Sharon is probably the only one that's here potentially. The rest should be out in town. And mainly at the auditorium at the academy because of the flea market. Your classmates have already gone out for the day. I do so hope they enjoyed their final free day here to its fullest, and that goes for you as well. I'll have an even grander dinner than yesterday waiting for you when you all finally come back. This is the last free day of the academic year, so be sure to make the most of what time you have. I'll be right here waiting for all of you to return. Well, with your cooking, I'm sure that every single one of them will be back. Because the way Rean was stuffed yesterday, I'm sure he can't wait to feel that food again. Alright. A little birdie whispered rumors in my ear that there's a small celebration taking place at the academy. Why would you not think to inform me, your dearest bosom buddy, of this? Ah, I am deeply wounded. Since when are we even friends? Oh, dearie me, you're the hero who ended the war while I am a wandering purveyor of love, who heals the scars that it left. Why don't the 2 of us form a team? I see someone's performances in Heimdallr didn't go over too well. I shall go and avail myself of the celebration over at the academy. You might want to come and enjoy it yourself. I hear that you've been rather busy. Which is true, but let's be honest, Rean is always busy. Ah, it sounds like Lord Rufus is doing a spectacular job over in Crossbell. From what I hear, he's already rebuilt their entire government. That's an achievement if I've ever heard of one. His current position seems just right for him. He can really put his skill to work and do some good in the world. I can only hope that he'll continue to guide this nation to greatness. I've still got a chip on my shoulder about Crossbell, but in deference to Lord Rufus, I'm trying my hardest to move past it. I hear that he's doing a splendid job over there. He even rebelled the Republican Army a few times. Long live the Empire. Well, I do have to agree with him on that one, that Rufus is definitely in the right place right now, at least for him. It's going to be really lonely around here without Toa and Angelica. I don't know why, but it feels like as soon as they leave, I'll never see either of them again. No, I can't be all defeatist. There's ever a chance we'll meet again one day. I just need to keep hope in my heart. Or, you just need to grow up. Because when you're grown up, you can decide where you want to go yourself. And if it is to see Angelica Toa, I'm pretty sure you could make it happen. Definitely. Oh, a lot has changed because of the war. The big changes are obvious, but there are a lot of little ones too. Like Kay and Rudy don't play pranks on people anymore. They even come and help out from time to time. That might actually be the biggest change of all. Well, the Wind Orchestra is going to be performing at the flea market today, so I'm going to bring Bridget a bite to eat. He's always there to cheer me on at the fencing club, so it's my turn to do the same. I mean, that's what any good boyfriend would do. Bridget's always there to cheer me on at the fencing club, so it's my time to return the favor. And it's the least a boyfriend could do. Well, so true, Ellen. So true. Because that's what a relationship means. If she supports you, you support her. Ah, howdy, Rean. You know, sometimes I feel bad about how much we shopkeepers ask of you. Sorry about that. Oh, seriously, it's no sweat. I actually find it kind of fun. This is the last free day of the year too, so I might as well make the most of it, right? Time sure flies, doesn't it? You really have been doing this for a whole year now. Huh, still, this is no time to be getting all misty-eyed thinking about the past. We've got work to do. So let's get to it. Sounds good to me. Your request said you needed some help with your flea market stall, right? Something about not having many items to sell as you were hoping for. Well, you got it. The market itself is a joint effort between us merchants and some of the students. But the whole thing kind of being tossed together on short notice, so people haven't had much time to donate items for our stall. Well, that's a shame. After all the work that's gone into it, I'm sure everyone wants the flea market to be a big hit. But you can't stay open very long if your stall doesn't have anything to sell. Well, you hit the nail right on the head there, Rean. So, what I want you to do is go around and see if you can find anything for us. Think you can help us out one last time? How can I say no to that? But, how many more items are we talking about here? Well, one more would be appreciated, but 2 more would be ideal. Any more than that, and you'll be my favorite person in Trista. It might not be easy to find anything, though. I mean, as brief as the window was, we already did ask people to donate. I guess most of the people who just had stuff on hand gave it to us already, has done so. I get you. So I have to sniff out items that got ignored for whatever reason, probably? I don't even know where to start. I'll see what I can do though. Thanks. I'm counting on you. Junk wanted. Well, the only place I can think of if you want to start looking for junk and stuff, I would say the pawn shop, but that's me because all second-hand items do tend to end up at the pawn shop, and maybe we can get something cheap there for him to sell at the flea market. What I want you to do is go around and see if you can find anything we can sell at our flea market stall. If you can find 2 things, that would be great. More than that, and it would be amazing. I doubt it's going to be easy though, especially given that they've already asked to send in their stuff. But hey, if anyone can find something out there, it is you. So give it the old college try. Oh, that will definitely do, don't worry. Yeah. All the hot pots that I made. Let's look next door. The uniforms for this year's new students are finally ready. With the Academy's recent popularity, this year's crop of students is bigger than ever, so I'm glad we got them done in time. It's only 2 weeks before I'll get to see people wearing them, but I can hardly wait. It's almost time for the new students to arrive, clad in their brand new uniforms. I can hardly wait. Anything else? Still the old red jumpers? Yeah, and they're no bad accessories, but we've got better. Ah, Lumber Blitz is making a comeback. Now that's promising. Good to see you again, Mick. Back in the horse racing saddle, I see? Ah, don't get smart, but yeah. Now that the racetrack's open again, I'm back in my element. I'm really glad I told you kids to go out there and get that war ended. I don't want to live in a world without their spring races. Look, I can tell you ain't happy about the whole hero thing, but just try to take it one step at a time. You can't exactly run away from being the Ashen Chevalier, so you might as well work on dealing with that burden. Yeah, you're right. Valimar's part of my life now, so it's time to start thinking about what that means for me from here. Good. But don't get started just yet. It's your last free day of the year, you're not gonna wanna waste it worrying. Take the day off. I think I might. If anyone in this town has stuff that they can't sell to save their life, it's gonna be Mick. I wouldn't be surprised if he had something to donate for the flea market. Maybe I should ask. Exactly my thought to Rean, so go for it. Rean asked Mick if he had any items that could be sold at the flea market. Ah, kid, I run a damn pawn shop. But would I want to donate my stuff to a flea market for free, when I could sell it to some sucker here? You do raise a good point. And business is booming, I'll have you know. If you want something from me, you're gonna have to give me something in return. See? That's the beauty of capitalism. There's no way there isn't at least one thing here he'll never be able to sell. I wonder if there's something I could do to cheer him up and make him feel a little bit more generous. Man, can't wait for the spring races to start. I'm gonna have to win big and kick this year off right. Oh good, more irresponsible gambling. Why am I not surprised? Still, that might be a good starting point. Maybe we could try and find something horse related to give him? How do we find something horse related? The first thought in my head would be go to the field, because that's where the horses are, but that's also where one of our main quests is that I do not want to trigger. I wonder. A donation for the flea market? Well, sure. I've got just the thing. My ass. What, you think I'd give you something for free like that? I want your back scratched, you better scratch mine. Nothing here to sell. Ooh, we have 99 material. Let's buy a few little things. Just to get it a little bit down, so there's more room for you material to build up once again. Can we actually see on the map if there are other people that might want to get involved with quests? Okay, it looks like we have some at the fishing dock, which I think is the quest in itself. But it does look like we also have something in the dormitory that wasn't there before, so that should also be as a result for the junk quest. Maybe. And of course Trista. Yeah, we still have plenty of things to do, but since we are so close, let's talk to the lovey-dovey couple and then go back into our dormitory to check out what that marker is for. I'm heading off now. Have a good day, darling. Thanks, dear. Take care of Kurt for me, will you? These two are going to be like this even when they're old and grey, aren't they? Well, to be honest, I certainly hope so. The neighbors really do catch us in the act a lot, don't they? Still, I'm starting to think I should pay her back for all the love she gives me with more than a bevy of smooches. Maybe I should look into getting some time off work so we can take a nice little family vacation. That would probably be awesome. Gee, it sure is nice out today, isn't it? It's the perfect day to get some laundry done. Whichever will I do inside. Goodbye. Hooray! Daddy's company wasn't hurt by the war, so he can go back to work. But I'm even happier the war didn't change him or Mom. Seeing them all lovey-dovey kinda calms me down. It always makes me happy to see Mom and Dad getting all lovey-dovey. It means they are peaceful again. Yeah. And I can imagine for any kid, seeing their Mom and Dad have a good relationship with each other, being all lovey-dovey, why wouldn't that appease them? Right? Alright, let's see, where... Wait. Somewhere on... second floor? Something in my room? No, even higher. Alright. Does Sara has anything to do with the horse racing? I can imagine gambling and booze, but... horse races? I never thought it was possible for this room to get any messier until now. I mean, I know she's busy with getting all her work in order before she leaves, but would it really be that much extra effort to get rid of those bottles? Or at least stand them up? She did say she was going to be getting ready to move out soon too. Maybe I should go and remind her. Oh wait, maybe he's not here to find something related to horse races. Maybe he's just here because Sara is going away. So maybe she has stuff that she wants to leave behind and we can then sell at the flea market. I think that makes a lot more sense than her having stuff for the flea market. Alright. Well, and we haven't seen Sara yet, so I'm sure we're gonna run into her at some point. Alright, let's continue where we left off. Ooh, William. Margarita asked me to help her catch that second year over there. So I did. Who'd thought all of that intelligence division training would actually come in handy someday. Now I'm just waiting to see what happens next. If he tries to escape, me and Lemmy are going to stop him by any means necessary. What did I just... Look, just promise me you won't let her talk you into doing anything illegal, okay? Margarita asked me to help her catch that second year over there. And when you get Milliam on your side, you get results. Can't wait to eat all the treats he promised me for catching him. Yeah. So you're not doing anything because it's right, you're doing anything because you're getting treats. Can't say I blame her though. If it's a good treat like chocolate or something, I will probably buckle myself. Well, I plan on starting up my own nature conservative society once I graduate. My greatest desire is to bring smiles to the faces of everyone in Erebonia by filling the country with flowers. I'm certain that doing so will bring so much good to the world that war would become a thing of the past. Flowers are wonderful. They're able to make people smile no matter where or even who they are. That's why I want to make them bloom all over the country. I have to be honest, why not? It's a very endearing way to go about it, by planting flowers everywhere. And it is true, nice flowers, nice beautiful nature environment, yeah, it does make me smile as well, so I wish her all the best with that. Oh, I'll be selling my most vibrant potted plants at the flea market today. Hopefully they'll be a happy reminder to everyone who sees them that spring is nearly upon us. The lino flowers have started blooming, which is a surefire sign that spring is on its way. I hope my plants will spread that happiness to the people at the market. See, Edel is already spreading happiness, starting out here at the shop. Because yeah, if she's going out planting flowers everywhere, she's gonna need a lot of seed. And I mean, a metric ton of it. Ah, Eustace, I hope you know that I intend on buying that political textbook you have in your hand. And here I was, ready to purchase it, because I had heard it could prove useful in running the Cruisen province. But there's the last copy. How should we go about solving this problem? Well, I have an idea. The Academy chess clubs are facing off against each other again later today. I know the upper class students were looking for a helper for their team, so why don't we use that to settle this? Very well. I've been hoping for a rematch anyway. Oh, just kiss already. That would only play into Dorothy's desire, so if you do kiss, do it out of her sight at least. And here I thought the remainder of our time here will be free from competition. It seems to be our fate to clash whenever we're within earshot of one another. Very well. I would be happy to prove my superiority once and for all. I must have done something to make Ayos happy for her to give me a chance like this before I leave. I want the book, sure, but winning it is secondary to showing that arrogant windbag is proper place. Yeah, like I always say, they are the best kind of rivals. The rivals that are friends that can't tell it to each other. Yeah, driving each other further ahead, making each other stronger. Like they should. I've been trying to find more things for us merchants to sell at our flea market stall, but it is surprisingly tough. There must be something out there, or I could use those old textbooks I bought for Kay. No. I have to cling to the possibility that he might use them one day. I can't let hope die with me like that. Kay's been showing more interest in Sunday school lately, so there's a real chance he might use those textbooks. Yeah. If they have some hot nuns, then yeah, you can guarantee he would definitely be interested in Sunday school. But what can I sell at the market then? Ooh, anything I haven't gotten yet? Nope, I already found it all. Beautiful. Alright, let's see how these three are doing. Oh, recently my duties have largely consisted of keeping Master Vincent hidden away from Lady Margarita. But this time, I thought it best that they did encounter one another and was consciously derelict in said duties. After all, Master Vincent is a noble gentleman. He needs to be able to solve those sort of problems on his own. Though it seems today that he will, and the saga will meet its end. A shame too, I was rather enjoying it. I wonder what Vincent would think of that. I thought it best that Lady Margarita and Master Vincent crossed paths, so it dared not prevent their encounter. It does appear that he will be able to resolve the matter with her too. A shame, it was rather entertaining. Well, you never know, she might not accept the explanation, Sarifa. Margarita, I have put this off for long enough. Allow me this chance to be completely honest with you. I am afraid I cannot possibly enter into matrimony with you.
What? But what of our engagement? What of our dreams of having 10 children to carry on our family's legacies?
I don't even recall agreeing to either of those things. Still, I have a duty to fulfill. A duty I must take as a man of the Empire. A duty to support this nation. Which means I can't be focusing my attention on love and women right now. I do hope you can understand. Vincent? Be more precise with your wording. Because if I read this correctly, you're saying right now. Don't give Margarita an opening, cause knowing her, she'll grab it with both hands. I never thought the day would come when a floral man would be willingly hurting a lady. But I won't be able to focus on my postgraduate duties without bringing this misadventure to an end once and for all. Forgive me, Margarita, but there are times when a man must wear the head of a villain for the sake of a greater good. Which is definitely true.
He's entirely serious too. As tragic as it is, he is unable to get married to me right now because he has a duty to fulfill. Wait, right now? He did say right now, didn't he? Oh, that would mean...
Told you. Give her a finger, And she will grab your entire body, definitely.
Oh, he's entirely serious too.
I love Margarita. It's so weird and so perfect.
Guess what? I'm going to the flea market this afternoon. Oh, but not as a customer. I'll be looking after the stall that the merchants of Trista set up. I don't mind doing it one bit either. I wasn't able to go to the Academy Festival, so at least I get to join in on the fun some way this time. La la la, I can hardly wait for this afternoon. I hope our stall does really well.
I hope so too. Hey, if it isn't Mr. Hero, I'm glad to have you back.
Thanks, but can we drop the whole Mr. Hero thing?
Sure. Sorry about that, but I've seen your name pop up in the Chronicle so many times I couldn't help myself. Well, Mr. Hero or not, I'm glad you're sticking around next year, even if your classmates aren't. It's gonna be sad not to have those red uniforms running around town anymore, I tell ya. Well, even if my classmates go, there will still be a class 7, right? Because if Rean goes to a second year, then yes, he will come into a different class, but that would mean that class 7 will still be open for first years, right? Like, that Oliver can continue on with his experiment of blending commoners and nobles together. Because if they're going back to separate commoners and separate noble classes, then there is no progression whatsoever in this country, and that would be a waste. But I'm guessing we'll just have to see until Cold Steel 3 to see what they're gonna do with that. I'm guessing you've already heard about the flea market they're doing at the Academy. Dolly will be heading over there this afternoon to manage one of the stalls. And she's excited about it too. I hope she really rakes in some sales. Nothing too interesting?
Of all the trouble the war caused, seems to be at its end. Even the Republican Army, which caused me so much worry, has been dealt with. Peace has finally returned to us, and there's nothing better than that.
True.
The conflict between the noble and the reformist factions is finally over too. It doesn't get better than peace.
Well, it may be over now, but I'm pretty sure, considering nobles and reformists, it will light up at some point.
Oh, what brings you here?
Finally build up the courage to ask me to treat you to a drink? Because you know I'd be happy to. When I tell you I'm too young to drink, do you just hear a bunch of static, or is there some other problem? I'm here to tell you that you might want to start getting your room in order. You're going to regret it if you leave it until the last minute and end up panicking over getting everything done.
Well, you know.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm sure it'll all work out. I know Sharon would be more than happy to help.
No,
anything but that. Fine, you win. I'll get right on it. But you're going to be helping me. This was all your idea. Well, I suppose I've got some time to kill anyway, so sure. Well, that looks already a lot better. Phew, you're a real lifesaver. I didn't think that will wear me out so much. I'll go toss the rest of the garbage out, so you can stay in here and rest up. Blessed is the instructor who has capable students, for upon them shall be thrust the bulk of the work. Even if that's what you're thinking, do you have to actually say it right when I'm within earshot? Alright, let me give you these. You really helped me out today, but don't think of it as a reward. It's just that I finished with them already. So you might as well take them. The last thing I need is a pile of books weighing down my luggage. The Carnelia Collection. Ooh, it isn't actually a book, so this is one item we can give for the flea market. Are you just dumping your old books on me and trying to play it off as a generosity? Or am I missing something? Oh, you wound me, Rean, with how well you know me. Thanks for taking them off my hands. Give them a read or don't. Whatever you want, they're yours now. Now that I look at these,
They seem like they might be worth selling at the flea market. I guess I found my first thing to sell then. I could just take these over right now, but I'm betting I can turn up more things in need of cheap selling like this. We might as well try, because we only started talking to the people in Trista, and after that we have the entirety of the academy still to go. So if you already found one now, imagine how many things we can find if we talk to everyone else as well. And it looks like Sara is gone already. I wonder if she's back at the bar. Because we weren't done yet. Oh, thanks for helping me sort out everything in my room. No small task, as you saw. Best of all, I found my class reports, now that the vice principal can chew me out for losing them. Well, that's good, I guess? Yeah, or you just have to take better care of your stuff, Sara, definitely. I'm accompanying my father on a journey to repay his debts. I would have liked to stay in more spacious upmarket hotels than this one, but I suppose I can forgive him this once. After all, this adventure of our will allow me to find beautiful jewels, clothes and accessories across the nation. Clarice, you do know what the word debt means, right? It means he doesn't have any more money. I think I should kick off our visit to Trista with some shopping. What exciting wonders are hiding out there, just waiting to be bought. Oh, I can hardly wait to find out. Yeah, his debt? It hasn't even reached the ceiling yet. This town is situated on the outskirts of Heimdallr and is known for its connections to the royal family. It only behooves a noble such as myself to visit a destination like this at least once. Okay, I'll admit, I'm here as part of my journey to write a travel book with my daughter to pay off my debts. Trista's got very famous after all the boss from the war, so what better place could I begin from? As an Erebonia noble, you could say I'm somewhat of an expert on this nation's culture. Writing a travel book will be easy. If I can make the money off with something as simple as writing, this will truly be a dream job. Just you watch. I'll have a bestseller drafted up in no time flat. For you? I definitely hope so, cause I would never wish anyone to be seriously in debt. And with a daughter like his debt? It's big, and trust me, it will only keep growing over the years. Our live broadcast of the battle in Heimdallr gave us our highest rating ever. We got loads of new listeners too. Not that the director had much time to celebrate that. He's really been worried since Misty vanished on us. Given that she has a big part of the station's popularity though, I don't exactly blame him. They work really well together too, even if she did stress him out all the time. The director seems like he's finally starting moving on from his nation's Misty era. Probably helped that he's got that new show he's working on to keep his mind off things. Hey Michael, good to see you again. Ah, you're here. Great. It really has been a while, Rean. Last time I saw you, you weren't even famous. What do you say? Wanna give Ray a Trista an exclusive interview? I'll pass. Besides, at the end of the day, I'm just a student. I don't want to be made into some national hero. Ah, nuts. Well, fair enough, I guess. It's not what you're here for anyway. You're here to help with me with the new talk show I'm working on for you, Trista? A new talk show? Oh, finally replacing a bad time, huh? Gone before its time, truly. I still think of it as a success though. So I want to take what we learned here and put it all into a new show in the same vein, to establish the talk show genre. See, this new one's got a theme to it. Towns. We'll focus on a different town or city in every broadcast. We're gonna try to get the heart of what makes each city we visit great. Start from the local's mouth. Our first show is gonna be a test case, and I'm gonna need you to help me with that. Fine by me. But since you're asking me, I take it the first time you'll be covering is Trista? That's right.
Our own backyard. Hope that this place got away more famous after the war. It's gonna do wonders for our ratings. New shows live and die on those numbers. So, do radio stations actually? The battle in Heimdallr gave us a bit of a boost, but our listenership isn't what it used to be. So now's our chance to win back their hearts and ears from those bastards at the Imperial Chronicle Radio. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone who can replace Misty, which doesn't exactly help matters. But even though we're not ready to air it just yet, I want to get a feel for how the show is gonna work as soon as I can. So basically, I want you to go around and get comments from the people of Trista about what makes the town great. Sounds like something you could do for me? We could at least try, and since we already talked to a big portion of Trista itself, I'm sure we can figure it out. But do you have any guidelines for me, or should I just go around and asking everyone I see why they like this town? I sure do. Why don't we limit it to 5 comments for now? The diversity a little too. 1 from an elder, 1 from a kid, 1 from a worker, and given that we're kind of a school town, 1 from a student and 1 from a teacher should round things out quite nicely. Try to get a hard-working first year for the student comment and someone who won't mess with us for the teacher one. Got it. Sounds like a good mix of people. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. Let me know once you've got all the comments we need. Best of luck. You know we'll succeed, truly. The big theme of the new show is town, so what I want you to do is get some comments on what makes this one great. To get a good spread, I'll need 1 from a child, an elderly, a worker, a student and a teacher. And when I say student, I am looking for a hard-working first year. Be hunting. Okay, so the quest is still on his head, which is understandable because we need a place to deliver it back, and there's a marker on the cafe. Anywhere else actually? Okay, we got outside of the store, we got a maid. I think we have a few. I do need a comment from an elderly person, and Abbott's nothing if not elderly. Rean explained that he was collecting comments about what makes Trista great for a new radio station. Comments you say? I've got my fair share of those. Hopefully I can give you one that works. Fingers crossed. What makes Trista great to me? I'd say it's because it displays a unique sense of vitality. You can see that the key points in a school year like these too. Being able to share the major milestones of all the youngsters. This life brings to me a joy that couldn't be found anywhere else. That's an interesting perspective. And I suppose it makes sense coming from an elderly person. I can hardly wait to meet the new students who will be here in just 2 weeks. I'm rambling now. Was that helpful? Absolutely. Thank you very much. How nice to hear. I do hope it ends up in that new show you mentioned. Yeah, cause anybody that leaves a comment will be sure to listen to the radio to see if they can hear what they said. And with it, maybe even invite friends to come listen as well. So who knows? Maybe this will just be the boost they need. I bet Tyson would give me a good comment for the child category. Rean told Tyzel he was collecting comments on what makes Trista great for a new radio station. Oh, I'd really get my comment read on a new radio station? Well, in that case, I'll happily give you one. If you wouldn't mind? Let's see. I think the thing that makes Trista great is its pleasant, relaxing scenery. In spring you've got the lino flowers, in fall you have the folding leaves. Each season is beautiful in its own way. That's close to Heimdallr too, so I think everyone could come and look if they get the chance. How did I do? Was that okay? Oh, I just knew I was going to mess it up somehow. No. That was perfect. Thank you for sharing. Well, if you say so. Trista's scenery is beautiful year-round, but each season has its own charms. That's why I like going out to clean early in the morning.
It's like I'm getting to see it before anyone else. The morning the first Lena flowers started to bloom was especially beautiful. This really is a lovely town, isn't it?
Oh, that it certainly is, truly. Alright. It's a tradition for the photography club to collect the pictures we've taken over the past year into a yearbook. Once Rex and I finish the photos today, we'll be able to realize this year's. It'll be a perfect way to commemorate both my final free day and the 2 amazing years I spent as a Thor student. Once Rex and I finish the photos today, we'll be able to put the finishing touches on this year's yearbook. Here's hoping his shots today are just as good as mine, if not better. Well, you can do the sceneries and Rex can do the people. I think that will be the best division you can make. Because he will take pictures of a lot of ladies. Annabelle.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
Hello, Master Rean. I presume our request drew you to us? We appreciate you taking the time to assist us. Might I ask you to speak with Lady Annabelle for the particulars then? Ah, hello, Master Rean.
Oh, I could probably fish here. Oh, I could probably fish here.
Alright, let's at least fish, and then we can leave picking up the quest for next time.
Huh.
Like I said before, when we were fishing at the small lake at school, we're not doing this for any new catches because we already have everything, but
Not what I had in mind.
it's there, so we might as well do it and relax a little bit extra. Because fishing is still nice in this game. It is. It's a bit simple, but I think that is also where the charms come in, because I have seen fishing games where you need to keep a cursor right in between 2 lines on a bar, and for some reason I always tend to mess that one up. This one I usually get, so I'm very happy with that. And just seeing Rean stand there all relaxed while fishing just makes it even better. I do hope that if we get fishing in Cold Steel 3 that he will get like a seat or something that he can actually relax while fishing. Because fish normally don't bite this fast.
That's a catch.
I'm happy they do, but it's not realistic. And if they do bite this hard, then it's good that we are fishing, because that would mean there are too many fish in the water. And you, my sir, are no fish.
Whoa, this is a big one.
Last one, a catfish. It's definitely fighting us.
Whoa, this is a big one.
A marble bracelet. Yeah, perfect. Alright, that is done. We'll leave Annabelle for the start of the next episode, including the rest of Trista and of course the start of the Academy. Seeing as we have so many things we still need to watch, so many people to talk to, quests to fulfill, I'm gonna leave it here because, like I said, I do plan just to take my time as always to traverse the entirety of the town, so I can make sure we don't miss anything. So, until next time, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we are continuing our rounds of Trista to end up at the flea market. See you then, bye bye.